Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So let's take a look at the generally the wider wave count, and then we take a look at the shorter time frame count. Overall, yeah, since my last video, not much has changed in the overall wave pattern here. This is still Ethereum since June. Yeah, the current view is still that it is at least not my primary expectation that we're going to see the June low again. Of course, I could be wrong. Yeah, but as I said in previous videos, also yesterday, we had here a very attractive long trade opportunity. This long trade opportunity has already worked out. The question is now, how sustainable is it? Anybody who bought yesterday, I mentioned to you, I bought yesterday around 1160 or something. Started to dollar cost average in and also into a trading position. You can obviously move up your stop loss or anything. I think that is sort of useful in at least pulling the stop loss back into profit, which is, I think, useful in an uncertain environment as we are. But the overall view is still that this here was a wave one, in my opinion, a leading diagonal, and we have come down in a wave two. This is the view as long as we're holding the $1,000 level, and we now have a chance to move up in a wave three. There will be a wave four and a wave five to the upside. But this is the bullish setup, the bullish interpretation. But for that, ideally, yesterday's low is going to hold. And more importantly, the $1,000 level is holding. If we don't, then $650 down here is likely, okay? And maybe even lower. But let's take a look at the possible trading scenario that we have here. So the view is that we have bottomed out here in a wave two yesterday. Originally, we anticipated wave two was done here. Yeah, we then moved up impulsively, but came down once more due to the FTX issue, and I think this distorted some of the waves that we had going on, but the wider pattern is still at play. So if the wave 2 ended here or here, doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Nevertheless, it was a shocking sell-off here and surprised me a bit, the strength in which this happened, but it did hold the critical $1,000 support. So to continue with the uptrend, of course, we need to hold the $1,000 level, but ideally also, as I said, yesterday's low. Already below yesterday's low, I think a break below $1,000 will get likely. So it's really imminently or very important that we are holding this. So there are now two possibilities how we can count this move to the upside. I already updated the channel members on Telegram and Discord earlier that we have a potential 5-wave move to the upside happening here, and this next wave is really critical. This is basically one make or break point here now, because we have a possible 5-wave move up. So we can consider this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and the next wave up would be a wave 5. If we now look at this in terms of the Fibonacci, sorry, 1 second. Or maybe more generally, for anybody who's new to Elliott Wave, important is in Elliott Wave that you get 5 waves up. 5 waves up would indicate, there would be the first indication that a trend has shifted from a downtrend into an uptrend. So that is what we need to see. We need to see 5 waves up. Is this already evidence? Well, it's an initial indication that the trend is changing, but the 5 waves up is what you definitely need to see if you want to, if you're looking for some kind of a bullish evidence. 5 waves up need to be generated as shown here. We currently only have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, and the 5th wave would still be to come. What we then need to see afterwards is just an ABC correction, a higher low, in which the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement is holding. So I can't really give you that absolute level yet because we haven't peaked yet in 5 waves. What you can see here at the moment is only 3 waves. If we have a 3-wave pattern and we break down from here, then it is very likely that we're going to lose yesterday's low. If we get 5 waves, it will increase the probability that we're holding the low, and then it would, in a move afterwards, be very likely to push up even higher in a bullish pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah? Let me just change the colors here of them. I think it's better to see them in white. But yeah, this would sort of be the view. And then we would have those first 5 waves would be a wave 1. Those ABC would be a wave 2. This would be a wave 3, right? And it's always cascading probability with Elliott Waves. So you want to see the 5 waves up. First indication that we have bottomed. 3 waves down. Second indication that we have bottomed. Next 5 waves up. Next indication that we've bottomed. And actually the break above the first high here of the first wave up, this wave 5 high. Yeah, so the first wave has 5 waves. As soon as we break that in this wave, that's a really good confirmation that we've bottomed. But the question is, do you want to wait until we have a breakout? So I always try to buy in the support areas. Yeah, I'm buying support areas. So this is one possibility. In this wave, I would like to see in a 5th wave now, the $1,400 level would be great, right? So that's one possibility. The other possibility is that we have here a 1-2 setup, so that we have, let's say, wave 3 still coming, wave 4 is still coming, wave 5 is still coming, and that this is just a 1-2 setup. There will be a 3 of 3, a 4 of 3, a 5 of 3. I don't want to make it too confusing here, but the point is what we definitely need to see is one more leg to the upside. If this was already a wave 4 down, then I can also give you a target for the 5th wave, and that we take the length of the wave 1, we add it to the low of the 4th wave, and the target would be 1391. That's the first target, the 1-to-1 ratio. The second target is the 1.618 Fibonacci extension at $1,480. So these are the 2 targets that we have. At the moment, it's not looking too bad. But yeah, if we don't see the 5th wave, we're probably going to make a new low. That's as simple as it is, really. Basically, I'm focusing on this sort of bullish count until it gets invalidated. Call it hopium, call it what you want, but this is just because it is the last chance Ethereum basically has, right? It needs to turn around from here, or it will really get deeply into trouble. Now, even if we go lower, nothing is 100% guaranteed, right? But the point that I try to make here, if we drop below that 1076 level, it's gonna get very unlikely that it's still going to recover, because this is a chance it has now. I mean, with a catalyst of lower CPI numbers, this is the chance it has really. It's oversold, or it was oversold. We've had really good numbers. So this is now the chance it has really to rally. It would be my, yeah, I mean, I don't really like the term primary expectation, but this is now a really high probability chance it has, because if it doesn't use it, it's going to break down. Yeah, that's as simple as it is. Also here we have now, if I go to the 4-hour chart, we've had a bullish crossover now on the MACD, so the momentum is certainly up. We had a bullish crossover on the RSI. Looking at the daily chart, we have bounced off the 30 level of the RSI, so we have bounced off the oversold range. The MACD is not yet turning around, but I think if it is starting to turn around, so that means if we close a day today and maybe tomorrow bullish, then this could turn around and we could get a bullish momentum in place here, as we had it sort of middle of September before we started the rally, right? So it would be really, really good. But this is what now needs to happen. With Ethereum, it really needs to start moving now, continue to move, and then ideally, will not come down lower again and will hold those levels where we are at the moment. And what it needs to do, don't know what happened to the chart. I don't know what happened to the chart just now. Don't know, maybe lost internet, but it needs to hold yesterday's low. That's absolutely crucial. Okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.